Good morning, students. Last class we have completed the first one, colligative property, relative lowering of vapor pressure. Today I will explain the second colligative property, elevation of boiling point. So before going to the elevation of boiling point, first of all we have to know about the boiling point and its concept. You can see the elevation of boiling point. So here I am taking the solution taken in the closed vessel. This is first one, beaker. The same solution taken in the another one beaker. Same solution taken in the another one beaker. This is second beaker. Here low temperature. Okay, at low temperature, here pressure exerted by the vapors on the liquid surface is low. Means vapor pressure is low. Vapor pressure is low. Okay. Then next second beaker here temperature is high temperature. Whenever the temperature increases, so the rate of evaporation increases, rate of condensation increases, the pressure exerted by the vapor molecules of the liquid on the liquid surface is also increased. So vapor pressure is high. That means the vapor pressure of the solution is increased with increased temperature. So what we are understanding, vapor pressure of solution increase with increase the temperature. That is the so that is one of the important point. Then next one is what is boiling point? Boiling point means the temperature at which vapor pressure of the liquid becomes equal to the atmosphere pressure. The temperature at which vapor pressure of the liquid is equal to the atmosphere pressure, that temperature is called boiling point. Okay, so what is boiling point definition? The temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid is equal to atmosphere pressure. At what temperature vapor pressure of the liquid is equal to atmosphere pressure, means 1 atmosphere pressure, that temperature is called boiling point. Okay. Then next one is the vapor pressure of the solution containing the non-volatile solute is lower than the vapor pressure of the pure solvent. So last class I explained that concept. Once again see that one. So this is the pure solvent. So this is the pure solvent. Okay. This is the solvent containing solute particles, non-volatile solute. Okay. So this is the solution contain solute. What type of solute? Non-volatile solute. So in the case of the pure solvent and solution contain non-volatile solute, in which beaker the vapor pressure is more? So in pure solvent, pure solvent means at certain temperature there all are solvent particles here. The solvent particles are easily undergoes the evaporation. That means the rate of evaporation is increased in the case of the pure solvent. Whenever the rate of evaporation increase, rate of condensation also increase. Whenever the condensation increase, the pressure exerted by the vapor molecules of the liquid on the liquid surface also increase. That means the vapor pressure of the pure solvent is high. Vapor pressure of pure solvent is high. Then next one is solution. So in this solution means first I am taking the pure solvent, same pure solvent. To this pure solvent I am adding the non-volatile solute particles. Non-volatile means the solute particles never undergoes the evaporation. So when we are adding the non-volatile solute particle, these solute particles occupy the solvent particle positions on the surface of the liquid. So at that time the fraction of solvent particles on the surface of the liquid what happened? Decrease. Whenever the fraction of solvent particle on the surface of the liquid decreases, the rate of evaporation what happened? Decreases. That's why at certain temperature the rate of evaporation is decreased in the case of the solution contained non-volatile solute. Whenever the rate of evaporation decreases, the rate of condensation decreases. So the vapor pressure of the solution contained non-volatile solution also decrease. So this is vapor pressure is low. That means the vapor pressure of solution contained non-volatile solute is lower than the vapor pressure of the pure solvent. So that is another point. So based on this one concept, what we are understanding, vapor pressure is high means what about the boiling point? Higher the vapor pressure means boiling point is low. Lower the vapor pressure means boiling point is high. So higher vapor pressure means boiling point is low. Lower vapor pressure means your boiling point is high. That means the solution contain non-volatile solute vapor pressure is low, its boiling point is high. Why? Because of its vapor pressure low na. So what I told boiling point means a temperature at which vapor pressure of the liquid equal to atmosphere pressure. Here vapor pressure is low. If you increase the temperature, then only its vapor pressure is increases and reaches to atmosphere pressure. That's why your boiling point is high. But your boiling point low. Why? That here there is no non-volatile solute. Here vapor pressure is more. That's why at low temperature only its vapor pressure is becomes equal to atmosphere pressure. So your boiling point is low, your boiling point is high. So how the pure solvent is boiling point low, the solution contain non-volatile solute boiling point is high. It is graphically explained by the one graph. See that one point. The next one is your graph is vapor pressure taken on the y-axis. This is vapor pressure. Vapor pressure taken on the y-axis. Temperature is taken on the x-axis. See here, this is atmosphere pressure. Atmosphere pressure means 1 atmosphere pressure. Okay, so this is the solvent, pure solvent. Pure solvent. This is solution containing non-volatile solute. This is solution. Okay. So this is the vapor pressure of the solution. This is P. This is vapor pressure of the pure solvent P naught. Understood what I said? So compared to the solution pure solvent, which one has the highest vapor pressure? In this direction vapor pressure is increased na. So this is the highest vapor pressure. Your solution is lowest vapor pressure. Okay. Then what is boiling point? It's what temperature the vapor pressure of the liquid is equal to atmosphere pressure. At what temperature vapor pressure of the liquid is equal to atmosphere pressure, that temperature is called boiling point. So at what temperature? This is vapor pressure of the liquid. It is equal to atmosphere pressure. At what temperature? This temperature. So this is T naught B, means boiling point of pure solvent. Okay. At this temperature, vapor pressure of the pure liquid is equal to atmosphere pressure. That is boiling point of pure liquid. Then what about the boiling point of solution? So this is solution vapor pressure. The vapor pressure of the solution equal to atmosphere pressure. At what temperature? So this is the boiling point of solution. Okay, here boiling point of solution increase or solvent increase. See here, solution boiling point TB. So in this direction temperature increase na. So this is the highest boiling point. Here solvent have the lowest boiling point. That's why I am telling you, pure solvent has the lowest boiling point. Solution has the highest boiling point. Why means pure solvent has the highest vapor pressure, boiling point is lowest. Solution having the highest boiling point, lowest vapor pressure. Okay, so here the next one is the elevation of boiling point. Okay, then what is elevation of boiling point means the difference between the boiling point of the solution and boiling point of the pure solvent. That difference is nothing but elevation of boiling point. This is delta TB. So a delta TB means how much change in the or increase in the boiling point of the solution. So the increased boiling point of the solution is nothing but elevation of boiling point. That is the difference between the boiling point of the solution and the boiling point of the pure solvent is nothing but elevation of boiling point, that is represented by the delta T, delta TB. Okay, then next one here, this difference is here vapor pressure of the pure solvent and solution, that difference is delta P. Understood what I said? Okay, so from this graph what we are understanding, delta P is directly proportional to the delta TB. Okay, the change in vapor pressure of the liquid is equal to directly proportional to the change in elevation of boiling point. So vapor pressure of the liquid difference is increases, boiling point of the liquid difference also increases. So that is we can understand from this graph. So from this one here delta TB, delta P nothing but what I told, this is one of the formula you have to remember. Then next one is delta P is nothing but delta P by P naught is equal to mole fraction of the solute. So already relative, from the relative lowering of vapor pressure we can understand this relation. From this one delta P is equal to xi1 into P naught. To remove the P naught, then what we understand? To remove the P naught is a constant, then delta P is directly proportional to what happens? xi1. So whenever the delta P is equal to xi1, then delta TB also directly proportional to xi1. Then what happens? Delta TB is directly proportional to the xi1. Okay, xi1 means delta TB is equal to what I told you, xi1. xi1 means number mole fraction of the solute. Mole fraction of solute. Okay. Then next one is for very dilute solution. For very dilute solution, what happens this one? Delta TB is equal to xi1 means N1 by N1 plus N2. But for very dilute solution, N1 value is less than N2 value in the denominator. Therefore, delta TB is equal to N1 by N2. That means N1 means W1 by M1 into M2 by W2. So this is a delta TB is equal to formula here. Delta TB, elevation of boiling point, is equal to W1 by M1 into M2 by W2. So this is one of the formula. For very dilute solution, delta TB is equal to W1 by M1 into M2 by W2. Then next one is from the thermodynamics, what is delta TB? Next, from thermodynamic concept, elevation of boiling point delta TB is equal to R T naught square divided by delta H vapor pressure into mole fraction of the solute. R means real gas constant, T naught means the boiling point of pure liquid, that is T naught square. Delta H means the enthalpy of vaporization. Okay, so molar enthalpy of vaporization. This is mole fraction of solute. Then next one is delta TB is equal to R T naught square divided by delta H vaporization into mole fraction of solute means weight of solute by molecular weight of solute into molecular weight of solvent by weight of solvent. Just now I told that formula. Then next one is here LV means latent heat of vaporization for 1 gram solvent. What is latent heat of vaporization formula? Delta H vaporization divided by molecular mass of solvent. So this is LV formula, latent heat of vaporization. To substitute that value in this equation, here instead of delta H vaporization and M2, here delta H evaporation by M2. But in question, but in the equation what they can know, M2 by delta H evaporation means 1 by LV we have to take. Therefore delta TB is equal to R T naught square divided by, so M2 by delta H evaporation. So then we take LV into W1 by, this is W1 by M1 into W2. Okay, so this is one of the formula. Okay, then next one is the concentration of the solution in the colligative property is expressed by the molarity. Concentration of the solution in the colligative property is expressed by the molarity. Then what is molarity formula? Molarity is equal to weight of solute by molecular weight of solute into 1000 by weight of solvent. Means the number of moles of solute present in the 1 kilogram of solvent, that is molarity. So in this one, from this molarity, here W1 by M1 into W2 is equal to, here 1000 is there, 1000 is comes to the molarity by 1000. Then what we obtain? M by 1000 molarity by 1000 is equal to what I told? W1 by M1 into W2. W1 by M1 into W2. So this value is substituting in this equation. Okay, here R T naught square divided by LV into W1 by M1 W2. So in this place we can write M by 1000. Then what we obtain next one? Delta TB is equal to R T naught square divided by LV into W1 by M1 into W2. In the place of this value we can write M by 1000. M means molarity by 1000. So in this equation this value is equal to Kb. Kb means what is Kb? Ebuloscopy constant or molar elevation of boiling point, molar elevation constant or ebuloscopy constant. What I told? Molar elevation constant or ebuloscopy constant, Kb. Kb is equal to R T naught square divided by LV into 1000. So in the place of this value we can write Kb value. Then delta TB is equal to Kb into M. This is main one of the formula, main formula. Here what I told Kb? Kb means R T naught square divided by LV into 1000. R, another one formula, R T naught square divided by LV means what I told here. LV means delta H vaporization by M2 na. So here we write delta H vaporization divided by M2 means here M2 comes to the numerator into M2 divided by delta H vaporization into 1000. So this is Kb value. Okay. So delta H TB means elevation of boiling point is equal to Kb into molarity na. Therefore here Kb is a elevation of boiling point to or elevation of boiling constant to or ebuloscopy constant. Here Kb value is constant for the particular solvent. So particular solvent have the particular Kb value. Okay. Then next one is delta TB is equal to Kb into what I told molarity formula. Molarity means this one formula. Weight by M1 into 1000 by W2. See here. W1 by M1 into 1000 by W2. From this formula, this is one of the most important formula. From this formula, what we have to find out? So here Kb into weight by M1 into 1000 by W2. From this formula, what we have to find out? Molecular mass of solute na. Here molecular mass of solute is M1. Therefore M1 is equal to take m1 is equal to kb into w1 into 1000 divided by delta tb into w2. So this is about the formula to calculate the molar mass or molecular mass of the solute from the elevation of boiling point. Okay, in the problems solving purpose, this is one of the important formula, and these two also very important. These three formulas are very important to solve the elevation of boiling point problems. Okay, that's all. Then next one is molar elevation constant or ebuloscopy constant, that is Kb. What is Kb? Just now I told you delta Tb is equal to Kb into m na molarity. Then what about the Kb? Kb is equal to delta Tb by m, means the molar elevation constant is defined as the elevation of boiling point. Molar elevation constant is defined as the elevation of boiling point when the molarity of the solution is taken as unity. Means if molarity is 1, then what about the, if molarity is 1 means Kb is equal to delta Tb divided by 1 na? That means Kb is equal to 1. Okay, so the molar elevation constant is defined as the elevation of boiling point when molarity of the solution is taken as unity. Okay, then molarity of the solution taken as unity means molarity 1 means what is the meaning? 1 mole of solute dissolved in the 1 kilogram solvent. 1 mole solute dissolved in the 1 kilogram solvent, that is called 1 molarity of solution or 1 molar solution. That's where m is equal to 1. Then what are units of the Kb? Units of Kb. Kb units is equal to Kelvin by molarity na, kilogram mole inverse. Kilogram mole inverse. Kelvin kilogram mole inverse. So this is about the units of the Kb. This is about the elevation of boiling point. The next one is problem. Then see the first problem. 18 gram of glucose, its formula C6H12O6, is dissolved in 1 kilogram water in a saucepan. At what temperature will water boil at 1.013 bar? Then ebuloscopy constant for water is 0.52 Kelvin kilogram mole inverse. So before find out the temperature of the water boils, we have to find out the molality. What is molality? First number of moles, molality is equal to weight of solute by molecular weight of solute into 1000 by W1, means weight of solvent in the grams. If a solvent taken in the kilogram, molality is equal to W1 by M1 into 1 by W1. This is in kilogram. So no need to take 1000 when weight of solvent taken in the kilogram. But here weight of solvent taken in the kilogram. So we have to use this one formula. Then what about the molality? Molality is equal to, what is weight of solute? 18 gram. 18 divided by, what is the molecular weight of the glucose? 180. Okay, into 1 by 1 kilogram solvent. Then molality is equal to, what we obtained? 1 by 10 means 0.1. 18 1 18 10. 1 by 10 means 0.1 kilogram mole inverse. So this is about the m value. Then next one is delta Tb value. We have to find out. What is the delta Tb? Delta Tb is equal to Kb into molarity formula. Therefore delta Tb is equal to, what is Kb? Kb they given here, constant 0.52, constant for water. Kelvin kilogram mole inverse into m value. What is your m value? 0.1 kilogram mole inverse. Okay. Delta TB is equal to 0.52 into means Kb value 0.52 into m means molarity. What I told? 0.1 molarity. 0.1. Therefore, delta TB is equal to 0.052. Okay. So that is delta TB. Then next one is at what temperature will water boils at 1.013 bar. Generally 1.013 bar atmosphere pressure, boiling point of water is 373.15 Kelvin. Okay, so this is the boiling point of pure water T0B value. Then what about the boiling point of the solution TB? We have to find out. Okay, we have to find out the TB. Then delta TB is equal to what I told you? TB minus T0B. Okay, therefore delta TB means 0.052 is equal to TB. We have to find out minus T0B means what I told you? The boiling point of pure solvent means water here. Water boiling point 100 centigrade degrees or 373.15 Kelvin. 373.15 Kelvin. Okay. Therefore, TB is equal to here minus 373.15. It comes to plus value. Means plus 373.15 plus 0.052. Then TB is equal to boiling point of solution is 373.202 Kelvin. This is the boiling point of solution. Let's see the second question. The boiling point of benzene is the given boiling point of benzene. Okay, means pure solvent. When 1.80 gram of non-volatile solute was dissolved in 90 gram of benzene. So the weight of benzene they given. The boiling point is raised to 354.11 Kelvin. This is boiling point of solution. This is boiling point of pure solvent benzene. Calculate molecular mass. M means molecular mass of solute. Kb of benzene is 2.53 Kelvin kilogram mole inverse. So the problem is delta TB is equal to Kb into M formula. But before using this one formula, first of all we have to know the delta TB. Here delta TB is equal to TB minus T0B. TB means boiling point of solution 354.11 minus pure solvent 353.23 Kelvin. So 0.88 Kelvin. Okay, so this is the delta TB value. Then to substitute the delta TB value in this equation. See here, delta TB is equal to Kb into what is molarity? Weight of solute by molecular weight of solute into 1000 by weight of solvent. From this one, what we have to find out? Molecular mass of solute. So M1 value we have to find out. Therefore, M1 is equal to Kb into W1 into 1000 divided by delta TB into W2. Okay. So in this formula we have to substitute that value. Kb means M1 is equal to what I told Kb 2.53 into W1 means weight of solute 1.80 okay into 1000 divided by delta TB means 0.88 into W2 means weight of solvent 90. Okay. Then what we have to calculate that value? we obtained M1 is equal to 58 gram per mole inverse. So this is about the molecular mass of non-volatile solute.